coffee cup is chipped along the rim. The shadow on your pillow stays so thin. I haven't moved the boots beside the door. 6 months of dust settling on the floor. The morning light is colder than it was. I do the things a living person does. I find your glasses in the velvet case. I try to find the curve of your own face. The calendar is stuck on Tuesday night, when everything we knew was held so tight. The garden weeds are taller than my knees. There is no mercy in the autumn breeze. The silence is a physical weight. I'm learning how to carry what I hate. The empty half of this king-size bed is a map of every word we never said. Half a year of breathing in the dark, searching for a faint and distant spark. You are the ghost that I refuse to leave. In the messy way I've learned to breathe. Time is just a thief without a face, running through this hollow, quiet space. I saw a man who walked just like you do. The city street turned into shades of blue. I almost called your name across the crowd. The longing in my chest was far too loud. Then I remembered why the air felt dry, and watched the gray birds scatter in the sky. The silence is a physical weight. I'm learning how to carry what I hate. The empty half of its king-size bed is a map of every word we never said. Half a year of breathing in the dark, searching for a faint and distant spark. You are the ghost that I refuse to leave. In the messy way I've learned to grieve. Time is just a thief without a face, running through this hollow, quiet space. The skyline turns to shades of charcoal gray as teardrops from the heavens find their way. I watch the ripples dancing on the street, where once our synchronized shadows used to meet. The scent of dusty pavement meets the rain, awakening a dormant kind of pain. I trace the silver veins upon the glass and count the silent moments as they pass. The coffee in my mug is growing cold, like all the promises we failed to hold. I find myself reaching for the phone, then realizing I am here alone. heavy head, brush some shadows down across the unmade bed. We built a kingdom on a stretch of sand. Now the tide is pulling back instead.
I see the space where the keys used to lay, a dusty square where the sunlight dies.
I have 1,000 things I meant to say, but they are tangled in these quiet ties. So take the ghost and take the silver light, leave the hollow ringing in my bones. We are falling through the seams of night, two seats scattered into different zones. Your coat is gone, but the shape of it remains, a phantom weight against the hallway door. I'm tracing out the map of all these stains, wondering why we cannot touch the floor. So take the ghost and take the silver light, leave the hollow ringing in my bones. We are falling through the seams of night, two seas scattered into different zones. So take the ghost and take the silver light, leave the hollow ringing in my bones. We are falling through the seams of night, two seats scattered into different zones. The ceiling is leaning at a jagged degree, spilling gray water all over my knees. I cut the telephone cord just to hear the dead air, then comb the static right out of my hair. The clock on the mantle is ticking in reverse, counting the pennies inside of a purse that belonged to a ghost who forgot how to scream. Now she just populates a fractured dream. I painted the windows with black heavy oil to keep the sunlight from starting to boil. The floorboards are breathing a shallow refrain, like a stowaway hiding inside of a train. The shadows are stretching and snapping like wire. Everything cold feels exactly like fire. I'm wearing my shoes on the palms of my hands, walking through deserts of hourglass sands. For the mind is a basement with no light at the top, where the a bird with no feathers inside of the cage, shiny mirrors that won't show your face, just a hollowed out hole in a desolate place. There's a hole in the sky where the moon used to sit, and I'm falling straight through the middle of it. The neighbors are whispering through the thin drywall, but I know there's nobody out in the hall. I'm stacking the plates in a pyramid tall, waiting for gravity to finish the fall. The tea in the kettle is bitter and blue. I'm drinking a memory of something untrue. Wallpaper patterns are starting to crawl like 1,000 raised spiders on a crumbling wall. I found a dead moth in the fold of a sleeve. It whispered a secret. I chose to believe that the world is a marble dropped into the sea, and there isn't a lifeboat for someone like me. But something in the air is as sharp as a blade, cutting the stitches that the tailor has made. I'm unraveling fast like a cheap cotton thread, with a thunderstorm trapped in the back of my head. All the light is a basement with no light at the top. The traffic light was frozen on a shade of gray, while the silver rain washed your final words away. I felt the iron crush against the velvet night. Now I am left to chase a ghost in fading light. A pocket full of plans collapsed upon the street. The pavement holds the rhythm of your heartbeat. The wristwatch on your arm has ceased its ticking motion. A quiet wave has drowned the fury of the ocean. I touch the cold blast where your shadow used to lean, trapped inside the borders of a fractured scene. Now the asphalt carries secrets that I cannot bear to keep, while the city falls into a jagged sort of sleep. You are the empty chair at a table set for two, a sudden coffee cup is sitting cold across the wooden frame. I find myself so tracing every letter of your name. The dust is settling on the books we never got to read. I'm tangled in the quiet of a life I didn't need. The floorboards moan beneath the weight of shadows on the wall. I'm waiting for a ghost to walk back through the empty hall. Your sweater's hanging by the door, a memory out of place. I close my eyes and try to draw the edges of your face. The clock is ticking louder than a pulse inside my chest. A heavy hollow feeling where my heart used to rest. The morning light is intrusive as it spills across the floor, reminding me that you don't live behind this painted door. The silence is a mountain that I'm trying to climb, just a victim of a distance and the cruelty of time. The gravity is pulling at the corners of my soul, leaving jagged pieces where I used to feel so whole. Now I'm drowning in the slew of a sky that's turned to gray, watching all the colors of a summer fade away. It's the ache of every doorway and the sting of every street, the bitterness of knowing that we'll never truly meet. In the spaces left between us where the cold begins to bloom, I'm learning how to breathe inside this suffocating room. I saw a picture tucked away inside a dusty drawer, a version of a smile that doesn't exist anymore. We talked about the future like it was a solid thing. The promises are fragile when the winter starts to sling. The radio is playing songs I wish I hadn't known. They sound so much more lonely when I'm listening alone. The silence is a mountain that I'm trying to climb, just a victim of a distance and the cruelty of time. The gravity is pulling at the corners of my soul, leaving jagged pieces where I used to feel so whole. Now I'm drowning in the blue of a sky that's turned to gray, watching all the colors of a summer fade away. It's the ache of every doorway and the sting of every street, the bitterness of knowing that we'll never truly meet. In the spaces left between us where the cold begins to bloom, I'm learning how to breathe inside this suffocating room.
I see my reflection in the tears in your eyes, beneath the weight of a beautiful night. I wanna shatter every window in the house. The night is quiet as a little mouse. You're the predator and you're the prey in the ruins of the everyday. I hate the way you make me feel so weak, while you're the only comfort that I see. We're a collision of the steel and the glass, watching the empty and the shiny hours pass. Hot war in the middle of the night, fighting the electric and the silent fight. I love the way you hang me when I'm right, bathing in the luxury of the strobe light. Hate is the rhythm, love is the song, knowing that we both don't belong. You're a fragile and a heavy kind of grace, finding our home in this hollow space. You're the oxygen that makes it hard to that you'll never leave. It's a hostage situation in a silk room, waiting for the arrival of the impending doom. I hate your logic, but I love your soul, taking the absolute and total control, with a circle that is winding down to zero. You're the villain and you're the hero. I wanna scream, but I love to cry in the middle of the emotional ride. It's a glass hardcore rhythm in the middle of the night, fighting the electric and the silent fight. I was the way you hate me when I'm waving, the electric and the silent fight. I was the way you hate me when I'm riding the luxury of the strobe light. Hate is the rhythm, love is the song, knowing that we both don't belong. They're a fragile and a heavy kind of riding a crane. It's finding our home in this hollow space. Bathe in the peace that there is no way of turning back. I'm broken for you. It takes more to come on, see. Takes more hope. It takes more.
I trace the empty outlines of your frame. The midnight air still carries your old name. I'm walking through the ghosts of what we made, beneath a heavy light that will not fade. I reach for shadows where you used to stay, but find only the stains of yesterday. The coffee cups, it's lonely on the wood. I'd rewrite every chapter if I could. Your winter coat is gone from by the door. The floorboards do not wake you anymore. I memorized the way you used to turn, the lessons that I never dared to learn. Now silence is a weight upon my chest, a long and weary road without a rest. I trace the empty outlines of your fame. The midnight air still carries your own name. I'm walking through the ghosts of what we made, beneath the heavy light that will not fade. I reach for shadows where you used to stay, but find only the stains of yesterday. I saw your reflection in a passing glass, watching all the seasons slowly pass. The clock upon the walls lost its gears, counting back the tally of the years. It isn't that I'm waiting for a sign, just looking for the life that once was mine. The keys are in the drawer where they belong, but every single note feels vastly wrong. I trace the empty outlines of your frame. The midnight air still carries your own name. I'm walking through the ghosts of what we made, beneath the I reach for shallow ways to stay, but finally the stains of yesterday. The coffee cup is cold across the table. A heavy silence settles in the room. We used to weave a sturdy golden cable, but now we watch the fading garden bloom. You pick your keys up from the wooden counter. The sunlight patterns shift upon the floor. There is no map for this final encounter, just one last shadow walking through the door. This is how we let the seasons fall, tracing cracks along the gallery wall. The pages turn and leave a hollow space, a stranger staring back from your old face. My shouting matches just a quiet end, the breaking point of what we cannot mend. We drift away like clouds across the blue, the long goodbye between me and you. The clock keeps ticking on the mantelpiece, searching for a moment of release. We trade our futures for a separate path, the quiet aftermath. I watch your taillights vanish down the driveway. The neighborhood is still and perfectly gray. I guess we took the exit on the highway, where every promise simply blew away. The closet feels too wide without your jacket. The books look lonely standing on a shelf. I try to drown out all the mental racket and learn to live inside this house myself. This is how we let the season fall, tracing cracks along the gallery wall. The pages turn and leave a hollow space, a stranger staring back from your old face. No shouting matches, just a quiet end, the breaking point of what we cannot mend. We drift away like clouds across the blue, a long goodbye between me and you. The dust settles on the windowsill of time, tracing silhouettes of mountains I used to climb. The morning mist held us in a wood pine before I crossed that invisible borderline. Now the pavement screams in a language not my own, building castles out of glass and hollow bone. I carry a man folded small inside my chest, where the river bends and a weary eagle's rest. Every sunset feels like the letter saying babe, washed away by the rhythm of the foreign rain. My shadow grows thin on these avenues of gold, searching for the stories that my father told. Home is a fever burning through the coldest night, a phantom limb reaching for the fading light. I would walk until my feet turn into stone, just to breathe the air that I have always known. It is a hunger that the world can never fade. We only soil that hope can never feed the only soil that holds the ancient sea. Your photographs are blurring at the silver edge. I am hanging on the limit of a jacket ledge. Memories are ghosts dancing in a kitchen hall, whispering their names against the rising wall. If I close my eyes, I can hear the tempo bell, breaking through the silence of this lonely shell. Home is a fever burning through the coldest night. I tumbling in for the faded light. I would walk until my feet turn into stone, just to breathe the air that I have always known. In the hunger, like a world can never feel the only soil that holds the ancient sea. Home is a fever burning through the coldest night. I'm tumbling, reaching for the faded light. I would walk until my feet turn into stone, in the sky, just to breathe the air that I have always known. It is a hunger that the world can never feed, the only soil that holds the ancient sea. The coffee cup is stained with morning light, but I am drowning in this hollow white. The clock is ticking like a hammerhead. I find no peace within this unmade bed. I trace the silence where your voice belonged, a jagged edge where every right went wrong. The wallpaper is peeling back in strips, like frozen prayers upon my dying lips. This severing is burning through my chest, a heavy blade that will not let me rest. I'm gasping for a scrap of faded air, while ghost vibrations linger everywhere. It kills me just to know I still relate. A broken vessel filled with pouring rain. The city outside moves in shades of gray. I watch the strangers throw their lives away. I try to breathe, but cold is in my lungs, and bitter salt is thick upon my toes. There is no dignity in how I fall. I'm just a shallow smeared against the wall. The memories are thorns beneath my skin, letting the cold and winter sickness in. The severing is spreading through my chest, a heavy blade that will not let me rest. I'm gasping for a scrap of faded air, while ghost vibrations linger everywhere. It keeps me just to know I
with pouring rain.
The coffee's cold on the wooden table. The chair across from me is just a hollow frame. I try to breathe, but the air feels heavy, like I'm walking through a thick and gray rain. Your sweater's hanging by the bedroom door, a silent ghost of how we used to be. I touch the fabric and I close my eyes, tracing shadows of a faded memory. The clock is ticking, but the hands don't move. I'm trapped inside a house of quiet glass. Every corner holds a different truth of a future that we let just slip and pass. But I can't find a way to let you go. Your name is written in the winter frost, a bitter right that I have come to know. Searching for the pieces that we lost. These lonely distant stars. I saw a stranger with your golden stride in the crowd along the busy morning street. My heart collapsed against my aching ribs before I realized we weren't meant to meet. The seasons change their colors on the hill, but I'm frozen in the month of May. The world is moving with a frantic will, while I am standing where you walked away. The city lights are blurring in my sight, like diamonds drowning in a muddy stream. I'm shivering throughout the lonely night, waking up inside a broken dream. But I can't find the way to let you go. Your name is written in the winter frost, a bitter wreath though I have come to know. Searching for the pieces that we lost. I'm reaching out into the empty dark, still feeling for the pulse of what was ours. I'm cooling flame but not a single spark, underneath these lonely distant stars. I trace the lines upon the map where you should be. The vacant space beside me grows into a sea. The clock is ticking like a hammer in the dark, searching for the fire, but I cannot find a spark. I miss you so much, more than words could ever say. The ghost of you is haunting every single day. I call your name into the hollow of the night, until the morning swallows every fading light. I miss you so much that the air begins to thin, waiting for the moment that you let me back in. I miss you so much, more than words could ever say. The ghost of you is haunting every single day. I call your name into the hollow of the night, until the morning swallows words, fading light. I miss you so much that the air begins to thin, waiting for the moment that you let me back in. The miles between us are a debt I cannot pay. I watch the seasons turn from gold to winter gray. If I could fly across the stars and touch your hand, I would leave behind this cold and lonely land. The coffee's cold and all the letters remain closed. I'm living in a story that nobody ever chose. Your photograph is getting faded at the edge. I'm standing shivering upon the barren ledge. I miss you so much, more than words could ever say. Where your story is haunting every single day. I call your name into the hollow of the night till the morning swallows every fading light. I miss you so much that the air begins to thin, waiting for the moment that you let me back in. I miss you so much, more than words could ever say. The ghost of you is haunting every single day. I call your name into the hollow of the night until the morning swallows every fading light. I missed you so much. The morning coffee tastes like iron and stone. Since you packed the shadows and left me alone, I trace the outline where your picture used to hang. A hollow silence where the heavy metal rang. The calendar is frozen on a Tuesday in July. I watch the gray horizons bleeding out the sky. Every floorboard creaks a name I shouldn't say. I'm just a ghost haunting the ruins of yesterday. I am searching for your ghost in the pale rain, trying to find a frequency to numb this jagged pain. You are the northern star that tumbled from my side, leaving me to stumble through this everlasting night. I reach for the space where your heartbeat used to everlasting night.
The morning coffee tastes like iron and stone. Since you packed the shadows and left me alone, I trace the outline where your picture used to hang. A hollow silence where the heavy metal rang. The calendar is frozen on a Tuesday in July. I watch the gray horizons bleeding out the sky. Every floorboard creaks a name I shouldn't say. I'm just a ghost haunting the ruins of yesterday. I am searching for your ghost in the pouring rain, trying to find a frequency to numb this jagged pain. You are the northern star that tumbled from my sight, leaving me to stumble through this everlasting night. I reach for the space where your heartbeat used to be, but there is nothing left but salt and gravity. Your winter coat is still hanging behind the door, like a soldier waiting for the long forgotten war. I walk the pavement where our footsteps used to blend, searching for a corner where the circle doesn't end. The city lights are flickering like candles in a gale. My voice is thin and brittle and my skin is turning pale. Oh, I keep the radio on to drown the sound of breathing. I never learned the ritual of how to handle leaving. I am searching for your ghost in the pouring rain, trying to find a frequency to numb this jagged pain. You are the knowing star that tumbled from my sight, leaving me to stumble through this everlasting night. I reach for the space where your body used to be, but there is nothing left. Let's stop I am searching for your ghost in the pouring rain, trying to find a frequency to numb this jagged pain. You are the northern star that tumbled from my side, leaving me to stumble through this everlasting night. I reach for the spleen where your heartbeat used to be, but there is nothing left but salt and gravity.
The clouds are heavy with a quiet gray. The city sounds begin to fade away. I watch the silver falling from the sky and count the hours since our last goodbye. A frozen breath upon the window pane. I trace your name, but all I miss remains. The street is turning into sheets of white. I wonder where you lay your head tonight. Oh, I miss you most when the snow descends and wraps the world in cold and lonely hands. Every flake that lands upon my sleeve is a memory that Street lamps flicker through the gathering dark. I used to hold your hand inside my coat, but now I only have the lines you wrote. The winter wind is calling out your name. The world has changed, but I'm still the same. I'm standing where we used to watch the glow of golden lights beneath the falling snow. The ice is forming on the river bed. The things we should have lived and should have said, they gather in the stillness of the air. I look around and find you are not there. Oh, I miss you more when the snow descends and wraps the world in cold and lonely ends. Every flake that lands upon my sleeve is a memory that will never leave. I miss you more than words could ever show. Walking through this garden made of snow. Oh, I miss you more when the snow descends and wraps the world in cold and lonely ends. Every flake that lands upon my sleeve is a memory that will never leave. I miss you more than words could ever show. Walking through this garden made of coffee stains upon the table tell the story of a silent dawn. I watch the shadow of the curtain crawl across the empty floor. A photograph is turning yellow underneath the heavy winter light. I heard the wind complain about the way we left the kitchen door. You packed your sweaters in a box that smelled of cedar and of rain. The clock upon the mantelpiece has forgotten how to move its hands. I found the button in the hallway, falling from your favorite woolen coat. The ghosts of all our promises are buried in their heads in sand. Now the ink is running dry inside the letters that I never sent, and the mirror in the hallway doesn't recognize my hollow face. Every bridge we built is burning with a flame that doesn't provide heat, leaving nothing but the heavy cold of its abandoned place. The guardian came by today to ask if anyone was still at home. I told him that the soil was too exhausted for the spring to wake. He tipped his hat and left a trail of muddy footprints on the gravel path. Oh, just another witness to the brutal silence that we couldn't break. I tried to call your name into the cellar where we kept the wine, but the ceiling only gave me back a tremor of my own regret. There is a map upon the wall with pins and places we will never see, a geography of longing that the morning hasn't conquered yet. The radio was playing static from a station far across the sea. All the tears getting bitter in a cup you left beside the bed. Now the ink is running dry inside the letters that I never sent, and the mirror in the hallway doesn't recognize my hollow face. Every bridge we my skin. Your coffee cup sits empty where you've been. I trace the lines of dust upon the floor and wait for keys to rattle in the door. The silence is a weight I cannot bear, a heavy shroud that lingers everywhere. Your sweater still retains a trace of blue, a faded scent that leads me back to you. But then the truth descends like jagged glass to tell me that the shadow will not pass. The world outside continues on its way while I am anchored in this hollow day. My voice is breaking on the frozen wind, a jagged cry where mercy should have been. I scream your name until my lungs are dry and tear the stars from out the charcoal sky. The ground beneath me swallows up the light as I descend into this endless night. I am a wreck upon a silent shore, knowing I won't hold you anymore. They say that time will blunt the sharpest edge, but I am standing on a crumbling ledge. The memories are thorns within my chest, a heart that finds no sanctuary or rest. How can the pulse of life go beating on when every spark of warmth is truly gone? Stop their rhythmic steady beat to leave me stranded beyond this lonely street. My voice is breaking on the frozen wind, a jagged cry where mercy should have been. I scream your name until my lungs are dry and tear the stars from out the charcoal sky. The ground beneath me swallows up the light as I descend into this endless night. I am a wreck upon a silent shore, knowing I won't hold you anymore. My voice is breaking on the frozen wind, a jagged cry where mercy should have been. I scream your name until my lungs are dry and tear the stars from out that charcoal sky. The ground beneath me swallows up the light as I descend into this endless night. I am a wreck upon a silent shore, knowing I won't hold you anymore. I had erased every trace of your name. The seasons moved on, and I did the same. I buried the spark and I smothered the light, walking away through the heart of night. But the ghosts that we leave in the corners of time have a way of returning without any rhyme. The crowd was a blur in the gray afternoon, a melody playing a bit out of tune. Then I saw a face that I knew from a dream, like a splintering crack in a steady old beat. she's